Hi folks, welcome back to Kleines. I am Waldo P. Barnstormer and I'm just inspecting my wheelie bins at the minute. Just been cutting the grass. Had the strimmer out, did quite a tidy little job. Yard's looking a bit better now. Did down round the cow barn as well, or at least around the lawnmower over. Should bring the strimmer down as well and get all the little bits that the lawnmower couldn't get. But I'll maybe get round to it sometime. Can actually see out of my driveway now. There was a big patch of weeds there before, couldn't see anything. I'll maybe get the lawnmower down here again as well. There's actually quite a large garden around the front of the house as well. So maybe we'll get into that sometime. But what we'll do today, we may do a bit of farm investment today. I may look at increasing our holdings over on the horse paddock. So at the minute we've got Edgar, bought him for 5,000, he's gone down in value. So what I may do is looking at buying 1 horse per day, so that gives us 4 horses, and then keeping them, selling them as and when they certainly turn a profit, start to make profit, or we need the money. Now as I say, I still do have a bank loan for 45,000, so that's costing me interest. And I need to be wary about not accruing much, because I really don't have much in the line of money. Don't have an awful lot of crops or anything that we're going to be selling, because ideally I'd like to actually keep my oats to feed to the horses, and we've planted some wheat which I'd like to do for chickens. Maybe we actually need to be selling that wheat rather than investing in the chickens, but we'll see how it is when it comes to it. I'm going to go in, do another round of hay off that field, if I can get this thing hooked up. Oh, come on. Go forward. There we go. And we're on. The good thing with this one is I can drive straight through, so that's handy. And I get this lovely clear sight out the back. Yeah, I think definitely silage pit. That's just screaming out for silage pit country. I've got a stack of 4 bales badly in the way. And before I get in here, they're going to have to be moved. So if I set this up, get myself ready, I'll get the JCB across. I can always move them. I just cut around them for now. Oh, wrong one, come on, down you go. What have I done? I folded everything up. Now why is it folding up the back? I'm selecting the front. Down we go. Are we down? We're down. And we're on. We're running. Yep, we're away. Now again, this isn't going to be a great harvest off this one, because it still needs liming, it still needs ploughing, it still needs fertilizer, but the grass grew so quickly last time. So what I'm going to do this time is actually cut it all, and then I'm going to turn off plant growth, so I actually can get in and do some field work on it before it all regrows. And whilst I'm doing that, I'll move those 4 bales out of the way as well, because I'm almost certainly going to hit them with something. Should really have planned ahead and just had the JCB in here first and moved them. It'll do similar to what I did before. run around it a few times, up and down, and then see if I finally figured out how to use this windrower. Last time was definitely a bit of a calamity, but we got there to a point whereby we got some rows, not the tidiest of ones by any means, but there was definitely grass in rows or hay in rows. So I'm expecting to get another 8 bales out of this one, which, as I said before, if we're limited to 4 horses, isn't actually too bad, because 1 horse takes a full bale, so that gives us 8 horses worth, or 12 days worth. I think it's 1 trough full is 6 days on this vanilla game. So if we have 4 horses, that should give us 12 days worth of food, which is pretty good. Can't remember how many days it takes a horse to kind of fully develop, but yeah, it certainly gets us off to a good start. So then we'll look at getting a bale wrapper in, because we've got a square baler. We'll probably have to hire in a bale wrapper. Not ideal, but as they are 54,000. Oh no, what am I talking about, a bale wrapper? We're going to put a silage pit in. No, yeah, even the silage pits are a few £1,000, I think. So yeah, we'll need to gather some money up, or yeah, it's either extend loan. I mean, if we're going to be buying a horse every day, that's £5,000 a day we need to make. And we need to actually buy the cows as well, and that's going to be expensive. One other thing I was thinking about the cows providing is manure for the greenhouses that we have. But yeah, in order to do the greenhouses, they may also need a tanker. We can get water, that's not a problem. But yeah, it kind of becomes chicken and egg. So this may be we need a bigger loan job. I just don't know if I can afford those daily repayments at the minute. But you know how it is, money makes money, you have to speculate to accumulate. And that's the problem really in this one with this small scale farming. Oh, see my field is germinated. Right. So what I'm going to do now is, once I know that's germinated, go in here, or this one even, turn that off for now, just to stop my grass regrowing. And I'll get these mowers away, get these bales lifted, and get another course of fertilizer out there in those fields. Get this folded up. Excellent. I like these mowers. I've never used them before, but they don't require much power. I think it's only something like 140, 160 horsepower they need. They seem quite good. I need to lift my front one up. Catching on the ground. There we go. And if I drop the front one off first, I think. That should make it a bit easier to get the back ones. Actually, what I probably should do, put those back ones, oh no, I was going to say in a different place. They would probably get in the way of the baler then. Trouble is to just put them straight back there. Actually, yeah, that looks pretty good. Drop them from a bit of a height. So, tether first. Or actually, no, it's going to be fertilizer first. If I do fertilizer first, then it means refilling the fertilizer spreader because it's currently full of lime. This is definitely a bit of a juggling action today. Will I get in there? Just about. I can get in, I'm not sure if I'm going to get out. Ooh. Come on, squeeze past. Yep, perfect. Now, if I can empty this line out over here. Lovely. This should be fertilizer, I believe. Yep, fertilizer. Wonder how full. If I do all 3 fields, that'll probably do, because I'll have to empty it out again. Because the crop is just germinated, these tires should be fine as well. I do have crop destruction turned on. But, oh, okay. Oh no, I've looked at the wrong field, haven't I? Yeah. Or have I? That's my neighbour's field, that's not my field. Wonderful. I've been looking at the wrong sides, yeah. My crops haven't germinated yet. Okay, that was... well, that was me getting ready for something happening shortly. So back to the tether again, sorry about that. Got things slightly the wrong way around there. We will drop this off again here. So what I also need to do then is turn this back on. Or do a... no, I'm going to leave it off at the minute, because otherwise my grass will regrow as soon as my crops regrow. And I can't have that again, because I really need to get this field sorted. Oh, JCB, you come and lift those bales. Definitely need to lift them out of the way first. So let that unfold. JCB. Forward. I'll just lift them out of the way for now. Probably really should take them out of the horses, but laziness. It's a terrible thing. I wonder actually if I could be really lazy. Or is this being really lazy or very adventurous? Will it reach? And then will it actually go high enough to get me over the fence as well? It'll reach, okay. Ooh, it didn't like that. Is it just I'm stuck on the fence? No. I think I'm trying to be a little bit too greedy here. Just get that arm back in again as well. Makes it a bit more stable. No, actually, I suppose what I could do is look at selling some of this hay at the minute. Because realistically, well, no. I want to keep it. If nothing else, I could feed this to my cows alone. Actually, just one cow and a bit of hay, that'll create me some manure. Which means I could start on the greenhouses. Wouldn't create much manure, but it would create some. Ooh. I like this idea. So what I will do then is I'll set these hay bales over here. Cows do take hay, don't they? Yeah, I'm nearly sure they do. Fall over. So what I could do is go in. Now, right, so I'm assuming I'm going to buy cattle. Oh, no, not from there. Come on, let me out. Where would you go to buy cattle? This looks like a likely cattle buying spot. Nope, down the other end. There we go. Ooh, 2,500. Oh yeah, they're all the same price. I was thinking they were different prices, but they're not because I'm not playing seasons. So then and they all do the same then as well. So it's not like anything produces more or less than another. I'll go for a nice brown and white one, do we think? Plain black? No, I think brown and white. 2,500. This is going to leave me with about £700. Okay, so by the time I get charged my property fee, I'm going to have very little money left. I'll give them some water to start with, and then I'll work out just what exactly I need to feed them. Well, okay, so we now have 1 horse and 1 cow. Right. Well, it's more than what we had yesterday. So TMR, hay, that's something, or grass. So I could just do a bale straight up with grass. Actually, that would be quite good, because that would, yeah, that would be good, because then I'd have grass and silage. So grass is 25%. Well, that would actually give me 100% effectiveness. Okay. So what I need, rather than turning all of that into hay, is actually a few grass bales out of that. And then I will have 100% effectiveness on the cow. Okay, that's better than what I was expecting. Grass silage and silage. What's the difference between grass silage and silage? Beet pulp. I think these are, yeah, these are just different mods I must have installed somewhere. Okay. So back in the JCB first off. Let's see if I can do my little pull them over, make them fall down thing again. There we go, that should let me get one off them. Try that one again. Just go forward a bit. There we are. But yeah, £845 left. Money is getting tight. I think it's, oh, there we go. So it doesn't take much to eat. 3,500. I can leave that behind. So if that's 3,500 and it's 75%, it's not going to actually take much grass. What I could do, rather than going for a full bale, I'll swap out my bag lifter for my bucket and just go and actually lift some grass, because I don't really see the point in having, you know, 4,000 litres of grass there whenever it could be used better as hay. Let's see where I'm going here. It's a silly place to put a ladder. Still on it. Come on. There we go. So this bucket I think holds 2,000, just over 2,000 litres. So this should actually keep one guy going for quite a few days. Oh, if I hadn't mulched all those weeds now I could have used that as well. And this is the other little bit of ground in here then that I was talking about earlier. So I think I'll get the lawnmower out at some time and cut all around that as well. So hopefully this should scoop up, yeah, grass, there we go. And just do around the field boundary of this because it makes it easier actually than trying to tear it and windrow around the edge as well. Oh, this is going to be about 4,000 litres. Well, this is going to be a bale anyway. They would have had less of that. Oh yeah, it's over 4,000 litres. Wow, this bucket holds a lot more than I thought. Okay, but this should keep me going in grass for a few days. So that's good at least. Could come back and lift that little bit of hay off there as well and make it so we can get it into a bale. No point in having it wasted. You know what, I've just realised I'm going to have to plough that field up as well, and I've stopped my crop growth at the minute. There's no point, I'm going to plough it up anyway. So let's just stick that back on normal. If the grass regrows, so be it. It'll get sorted. When it gets sorted, yep, and we're getting grass. Oh, he's actually taking a lot of this. Yeah, I didn't think he would want that much. Is he going? Oh no, he's not going to take it all. Right, back it up and just scoop that up. Here to climbed into the roof. There we go. And drop the bucket off there. So we should now be perfectly happy, Mr. Cow. Ah, it's a 3,500 litres still. So it must mean he just doesn't eat it as quick, that's what it is. Some straw. Straw we'll get from the oats and the wheat we've put in. Oh yeah, I'm going to need the straw to get the manure. Wow, forgot about that. Because at the minute, without the straw, they're just producing slurry. Right, so really need that to start growing now then, so I can get a bale. I certainly can't afford to buy a mini straw. And I'm pretty sure the bales that we have around the farm are just for show. They're not actual bales of straw that we can use. That is a bit of a pity that I did forget about that. Anyway. So, back to tearing for now. So it does raise the question then actually, I'll maybe have a look and see just how much hay is worth. Because it may be a case of I'd be better off actually selling this or selling a few bales. Yeah, selling enough to buy myself some straw. So, then do I need a straw chopper? Ooh, that's a question. If I need a straw chopper, then it's going to get even more expensive. Or will it take it just in a bale? I shall have to investigate that one, I think. But yeah, I think I could probably sell a couple of hay bales to buy a straw bale. But then straw bales are so expensive. I wonder if I could... No, you can never buy loose straw. What I may look at doing, I wonder if there's any contracts available that could be something I do actually. I'd forgotten all about that. We could do a fertilizing contract. We've got a harvester. Could do a harvesting contract, and that would give me some grain to sell as well. That could be quite good. Oh yes. I'll have a little look once this is done and see if there's anything ready to harvest anywhere. I know it certainly doesn't look like it looking across the fields. But if it's not ready to harvest, then it probably means it's ready to fertilize. And fertilizing contracts usually pay quite well. And I've got a spreader sitting there full of fertilizer, so yeah, actually that sounds like a winning idea. But first things first, I need to get my own field sorted. And get this tedded up, rowed up, and then baled into hay. It's 2:30, and the time seems to be going a bit more sensibly today. That all may change as soon as I get the windrower out. Seems to go in a bit of a time warp then. But yeah, I've never used that windrower before, and it does seem like a bit of a strange configuration where you can actually have it so they're both centered behind each other and running like that. Not quite sure why you want to do that. It just seems to create potentially tiny little rows. I'm sure there's some kind of a sensible reason for it. Oh, I parked that JCB in a bad spot. Still, might be able to get it in here. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at a few prices. First off at the minute, 45,000 in debt. Okay, that's not good. Crop prices. We have silage, 462. Hay is 134. It's not great. Every bale would be worth, what's that, about £550 for a bale? That's not a lot of money. Especially, I think, to buy 650. No, that wouldn't be too bad. I could trade 2 bales of hay for 1 bale of straw, essentially. Okay. 650. Yes, silage is expensive. That actually is very tempting. It's just whether or not I need the shredder, then that's the problem. Forgetting my windrower, where have I left it? It's over here. Cutting those weeds down is definitely a good thing. Gives us much more space around here. Okay, so let's see if I can get this right this time. We unfold it. No, it seems to have folded it. By unfolding it. Is it Y to change sides? No. Control and Y. So I don't want it centered. Yes, I want it to be right-sided, I believe. Yeah, that looks right. Can't see anything else that I have to do. So let's go with that. And we'll just do a few circles again around the field. Don't know why that front one really has that kind of I don't know what you call it, stopper catcher cleat on it. Because I can't imagine why you would want it to be lowered and catching that, unless it's something about creating 2 small rows or something. I'm just not sure. So what I ideally like to do with this is to try and make it do 2 rows into 1. So whenever I come back round again, I'm pushing the other row into this one. I think that's what I was trying to do last time and made a terrible mess of everything. Right, so let's hold it there. Lift it up. And now, in theory then, if I go round the field in the opposite direction, I should be able to push all the hay into one big row. Isn't that right? I need to try and line this up right. So it's going to be somewhere around there. Yeah. It's working. Kind of. Forgot to turn. I was too busy looking at what I was doing. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Probably sort of overlapping a bit too much. Maybe. Oh, it's not good. It's just trying to judge the distance that I need to be away from that existing swath on the right hand side. And then lift it up. And so I'm the wrong way around on this one. I want to be coming down the field and pushing it into the middle. Isn't that right? Yeah. Try and keep the number of swaths to a minimum. Oh, and the fence. Right, so now I need to do the opposite. Oh, no, hang on. I want to go down the field on this side. And up the field on the other side. Keeping a bit of a distance away from that swath. Jove, I think I've cracked theory at least. Can't say I'm exactly passing the practical test, but I think I at least know what I'm supposed to be doing with it now. So this one then will be down the field again. It's quite hard to reverse the way it bends in the middle like that. Oh, fence. Do you keep forgetting about the fence? I'll do one down the middle because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it all. Well, actually, it might have done all of that. In one, we'll see what happens whenever I go back up. So if I try and keep it right to that side, hopefully then the baler can pick all of that up in one go. And this one can push all of this into one big swath. At least I can try. Alright, and then just tidy up these headlands again into a row. should be able to grab them fairly easy with the baler. It's not a big field, so it shouldn't be too hard to pick up the little bits that I've missed. Well, I would say it was certainly more of a success. I don't know if I'm going to say a success. How do I put it back onto the center again? There we go, so that should center itself up. I think whenever it comes to doing the large fields, or big straws, etc., we may look at changing that one out. But I think it's probably more to do with me than it is the actual windrower. Right, and you have to have that out in order to drop it off. Okay. Oh, something I have just realised though. I am getting milk now as well. Milk is good. It's worth quite a bit of money in this. So that's a good bit of income. So yeah, so I can sell the milk, buy some straw, which will get me more milk because of higher productivity, which will get me manure, which will then get me my greenhouses, which will then start bringing in some money. Just clear this gateway out as well, actually, as I go through here. Come on, start up, there we go. I thought there was more in that bale. I thought, oh no, maybe, yeah, there was, it's already finished one bale. Okay. Is this one being more productive? Certainly seems to be at the minute. I'm missing quite a few little bits. It's okay, I'll catch them all up at the end. Definitely the windrower in such as tight, small fields, not the best at actually generating the rows for this. But that's okay, it's a summer's evening. What else would we be doing but out in the field baling hay? Ah, my field has now germinated. And that one is definitely my field. Okay. So before it gets any further, I do need to apply the fertilizer to that. Because otherwise, my tires will be leaving tracks in the field. And I definitely cannot afford to be buying narrow tires at the minute. And I can't afford to be missing out on fertilizing as well. I'm sure it should be fine that I'll be able to finish off this baling and nip in, get the fertilizer in there. It's just a pity that this field needs reploughing, otherwise a quick lime and fertilizer and it would be good to go again. I think I do need to invest in a bale trailer as well. Can't see me getting away with slinging these bales around in the JCB for too long. Especially now this time I do need to clear the field completely to get the seeder in. Oh, that one's flying. Good old farm sim physics. Alright, do I have any other patches anywhere? Or any reasonably sized patches at least? I think I've got the most of them. So close to another bale. Must be some more somewhere. Do you think we'll get a couple hundred out of this? No. That's okay. Just leave it till next time. No point in destroying the fences over it. So what did we get this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bales this time. I suppose yet there was one that was very close to being finished in the baler. Just wondering, I know there's a little bit there by the gate. I don't think I'll be able to pick it up. And the baler might pick it up. I can try. Still not sure if it'll be enough to finish off this bale. Let's just get us unfolded again. Move away. We picked it up, but still not enough. Right, okay then, so that actually means we've got a lot of hay at the minute. Yeah, so definitely think some of this hay needs to be getting sold. We have plenty for the horses. And we have plenty for the cow that we have. So actually it kind of begs the question, should I be putting that field back in grass at the minute, or should I do another crop? Could do a nice little cash crop in there. Maybe a season of soybeans in it, just to try and get me some money in. Oats is quite good as well though. And get some more straw out of it. Yeah. Right. So let's have a little look in the shop first. Really need to get myself a trailer. And there's no cheap trailers, I think. I do like these little ones, and even the auto loading as well. It's a bit of a cheat, but they are good. It does work. 4,500. Probably the cheapest one around anywhere at the minute. As you see, I've got a lot of mods. No wonder my game crashes. Nope, don't see anything in that one. And just under trailers itself. Can mod that, I think, to a flatbed, but starts at £8,000, so it's going to be too expensive anyway. 5,000. It's just a flatbed trailer. If you buy it second hand, goes down to 4,000. Still much more than what I have. 4,200. Looks like one that would possibly go to flatbed. Yeah. 4,200. £3,000 second hand. It's going to be extending my loan out. Well, everything's going to be extending my loan out. Don't know what that one is. Oh, £650. Come back. Is this the... yeah, this is the little Massey one. Ah. 650. 520. Oh, I can actually afford this one. I mean, I can afford it. It's... I can't really afford it just because of the amount of money that I'm going to end up with, but let's go get it. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, I'll make it. Alright folks, well, looking at the time of the day, we've had a bit more progression, we've spent a bit more money, getting ever closer to being in lots and lots of debt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for the day, say thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy it, do that YouTube thing of like, share, subscribe, etc, etc. And hopefully I will see you all again, and I'll get round and pick up a few of these bales and get some fertilising done. So thanks for watching, hope you have a good day, bye now.